his way with you most of the time.
6 turnovers now by Eastern Washington as Bull Kong checks in for the Zags. Young man shooting over 60% from behind the arc.
Did you know that his 3 with 10 seconds left in the Duke game? Gonzaga's got 537 straight games thanks to Bull Kong's 3 before the game ended.
And Kong inside, shot was blocked, picked up by Harris, and he finishes 12-8. Valentine into the corner, and Forbes will dribble out on top. This is Gibbs. Deflected and taken away by Matt Bolden. Here's Kong. Brunel fouled, and Kong will shoot free throws.
You know, that was 2 good things for Matt Bolden. He's going to get a lot of praise on this particular play. Defensively, he had a wide base, but he used his hands to deflect the basketball in the passing lane, recovers the basketball, head up, dribbling up. Who does he see cutting on the right side of the floor? Bull Kong, and he delivers a pass that's one of the toughest passes in basketball, that one-hand pass from the opposite side of the floor to the side that Bull was running on.
Let's repeat what you said a moment ago. It was 537 consecutive games that Gonzaga had made a three-point shot.
Oh, so he made it.
He made it 537, but he did it with 10 seconds to play. Had he not made that shot, their consecutive string of 536 would have ended. And that's amazing. You do the math.
Do the math.
That's 20 years.
If you play 30 games, 30 games a year, you can do the math.
Boy, Stephen Gray. Lay-in. 15-8.
Well, I tell you what, Gonzaga is doing a really good job on the dribble handoffs of getting up on the guy with who wants it and then taking it away from him.
9 turnovers now by the Eagles. This is Bolden. Harris wanting it. He turns, throws inside. Foster tipped away. It'll stay with Gonzaga off of number 14, Gary Gibson.
Yeah, the Eagles have to be very, very careful. Gonzaga obviously doing the scouting report and playing the way the coaches want them to play on those handoff screens.
Harris. A top of the key 3 ball. Harris, a 31% shooter from there.
I asked Elias today at shoot around, how do you say when you're on fire in German? And all I got was "Er ist."
That shot long by Kevin Winford, a freshman out of Anchorage. Here's Bolden. Bull Kong. I don't think he could shoot it over Foster there. He would hit his own teammate in the back of the head with it.
Good defense by Will Foster, exactly.
Foul here on Brunel. That's number 1 on him. Actually number 2. And 5 on Eastern Washington. Sacre and Kelly Olynyk in for Gonzaga. Harris and Will Foster out. And now LaRon Griffin, number 15, checking in for Eastern Washington. In for Dunn. Sacre fighting for position. Bolden. Offensive foul.
2 on Matt now.
Bolden with his second.
You know, I thought Robert Sacre had good post position against Brunel. Matt should have just dumped the ball into him, but he called Robert out. And little Benny Valentine, you know, is going to cause problems when you're handling the basketball. He's going to slap at it and stuff, and slapped it away from Matt, and Matt held Benny from getting it.
Better than 5 minutes and 25 seconds now for Eastern Washington without a field goal. Brunel banged by Olynyk. And the foul call. And they've turned the ball over now on 5 consecutive possessions until these free throws.
Well, I tell you what, Gonzaga's doing a heck of a job defensively. They are getting up in the Eagles' grill and just causing all kinds of problems. Now, there have been some bad decisions. I think Forbes tried to split the screen a couple of times and couldn't get through there, but you've got to get opportunities at the basket.
Check that. Obviously not free throws. Possession here. That shot off. And Sacre with the rebound for Gonzaga. Grant Gibbs with it. Now Bull Kong. Gibbs turning down the 3. Here's Kong with it inside, and a blocking foul called on Eastern Washington's Griffin.
I don't like to see the hesitation in Grant Gibbs. He had an open look at a three, but I do like the fact that you're coming off of a game where your team shot very poorly. Get it inside. See if something inside can open up and help. Because if you do get the ball inside, it's always going to open up the perimeter game also, if you got guys down there being able to score.
So would you rather him shot it, or would you rather him do what he did?
I don't like the hesitation. I think you should go ahead and shoot it. But I mean, once he hesitated, then he did the right thing.
Did the right thing.
He got it inside. But I think if you got an open look, anytime you hesitate, you're going to miss most of the time.
Bo Kong at the free throw line, grew up in Canada, was born in the Sudan, and moved here at 7 as we look at Mark Dunn checking back in for Eastern Washington. Of course, Bo growing up in Vancouver, British Columbia. He was given political asylum, his family, and spent most of his formative years in British Columbia.
You admire anybody that has come out of that kind of a situation and persevered and made what you see out there, a good basketball player of himself.
Bad shot there by Benny Valentine, way off. Olynyk faking the three, threw it inside, turn around, sack rate, Kong rebound, good. Well, that was no fair by Kevin Winford. He gives up about 1.5 feet to Bo Kong, and he had the duty of trying to block out the much taller Bo Kong.
You're exactly right. Bo Kong just used his upper body strength and just pushed Winford right underneath the basket and then grabbed the basketball for an easy basket.
I mean, that's 5'11" against 6'6". We'll take another look here.
See, that's a nice shot by Robert, just long, and then Winford's doing all he can to box Kong out, but maybe he should have got his hands up, because that's exactly where the ball went, right to Bo Kong's hands.
Gonzaga on a 20-3 run in the last 6 minutes and 24 seconds.
Yeah, the Eagles have just shot themselves in the foot. I mean, it just has talk about going bad for you. Gonzaga obviously scouting Eastern and telling the players what to do and how to guard this offense that Eastern runs. Caused a lot of problems so far for the Eagles.
Eastern Washington losers of 4 straight. When you really break it down, these were not good losses.
No.
BYU, they lost 91-34. Then they shot 28% against Chicago State. And then they lose to Jackson State, a team that had not won a game to that point.
Yeah, and I tell you where it all started. It started in Nevada with a loss there where a kid hit a three-pointer to beat them. Kind of took the wind out of themselves at that point. And those next 3 games, what you just talked about, came about.
Dean, he gets the roll with a left hand. Credit Dunn at the other end with a tough rebound. And it's an 11-point game. Olynyk, 3 ball short. Sacre with the rebound, stepped on the end line, and possession goes to Eastern Washington with 11:09 to play first half. All Gonzaga to this point. Plenty of time left, though. Stephen Gray with a run out. 21-10, our lead. And welcome back to the McCarthy Athletic Center. Gonzaga leading Eastern Washington 21-10. Matt Bolden, a couple of games against Augustana, suffered a concussion. Craig, his numbers haven't been the same. Of course, you throw in the game at Duke, and nobody's numbers are going to be the same. But is he all right?
Those are tough. The concussion ones are really tough. You don't know the effects maybe for, a couple weeks. And, Matt obviously set out the Davidson game on the air side of being safe and comfortable. But, if you put those kind of numbers up, what you just saw, then, yeah, I would say it's still bothering me.
Shot short by Forbes. We have a whistle. Technical foul called on the Gonzaga bench.
Well,